So the post-credit scenes, obviously the first one, we've got the Council of Kangs, which was really, really cool. Jonathan Majors absolutely smashed acting in this film. He's literally taken it to a whole new level, especially with that guy in the crowd who was just dead hyped, because he was everyone there, and you know, he was acting as all of them, and to get that hyped that many times, you know, the three Kangs that we saw at the start, that were kind of like the leaders, I guess, of the Council of Kangs that were all in this stadium, that were bringing them all there. I think one of them's Ramat Hut or something like that. I've heard that go around a little bit. But yes, they were really, really cool to see in there. I'm excited to see where this goes going forward. If we're going to revisit that scene specifically, if we're going to see what happened with that, or if it's going to be a case of like they bring them back together again, but in like a bit of a smaller form. You know, the Council of Kangs, I don't think it is all of them, but could be wrong. Don't know how like Marvel's going to go down it with this, but it'll be really, really cool to see what they do and see how that plays a part in Avengers 5 as well. Really, really cool post-credit scene. A second one as well, arguably cooler, definitely at least on the same level. You know, it's a scene from Loki season 2 where Kang is, well, can you call him Kang at this point? He had a name, didn't he? Can't remember it though, but we're just going to call him Kang for the sake of argument. So he was then creating a time traveling device, or you know, he was somehow going to control time with this machine, but it was in like the early 1900s, or was it early 19th century? Can't remember. I swear they said it in the post-credit scene. But listen, it was before I think that time should have been meddled with in like this in Marvel. Okay, so so it's hard to explain because obviously time, and especially in the Loki seasons, it is going to be very, very confusing. But could it be that Loki and Morbius have gone? Wait, is it Morbius? Mobius, not Morbius. Could it be that Loki and Mobius have gone back to either the very start of the TVA? So this is Kang. It could be that everyone in that audience are the original staff of the TVA. You know, they're the first ones that are going to be pruning people and everything, and Kang's going to get them in through this little presentation that he's got going on. Or could it be that this is just someone to prove to Mobius how dangerous Kang actually is? Because I think in it, it's like Mobius is like, oh wow, Loki, you know, he's like, he doesn't seem that scary, and then Loki's like, yeah mate, he's terrifying. And I thought that was such a powerful line. That was really, really cool to see him do that. So yes, I'm very, very excited to see Jonathan Majors back in Marvel for season 2 of Loki, to see how that plays a part there and how big of a role he's going to play in season 2 of Loki, because I don't feel like he can do the same destruction that he's done in Quantumania like a few months after in Loki season 2, and then, you know, still have things left to show in Avengers 5. You know, something like the cool thing about Thanos is you saw him in post-credit scenes, and you heard rumblings about him in the Guardians films, you know, and in like across the MCU, you heard him every now and then, and it's like you knew that this guy's coming, and you know that everyone is like already scared. Pretty much everyone is already worried about the Mad Titan. So when he came, you knew the reputation, and you're like, right, what have you got? Whereas now we know what Kang has got, so like, what has he got left really to not really to prove, but to show us what he can do? Because, you know, we know his reputation, we know what he can do now. I guess it's more of a case of what they can do together, and also on a scale of messing with time, which would be really, really cool to see in Avengers 5.